Greetings and welcome to the Elevated Flo Podcast. I'm your host, Coach Flo Elkins, and I'm so glad you're here to learn about why women over 40 are the athletes the world needs right now. In this episode, we'll talk about how women over 40 are not only thriving in sport and wellness, but also serve as role models for longevity and resilience. Sources of wisdom, experience, and leadership, health disruptors who prove vitality is possible at any age, community builders who inspire the next generation, and women who counter the narrative of ageism and sexism by showing up strong and visible. But before we get into it, I want to quickly recap what we talked about in last week's episode. In episode 1, I introduced the concept of flow state, that sweet spot where challenge and skill meet in perfect balance. And even though you may be working hard, it feels effortless. I also shared why it's never too late to embrace movement, strength, and functional fitness after 40. If you haven't had a chance to watch that episode, make sure you check it out after this one. All right, let's get into it. Let's start with reason number 1. The reason the world needs women athletes over 40 is because we are role models for longevity and resilience. Women athletes over 40 are living proof that age doesn't define ability. We model what it looks like to stay active, resilient, and strong well into midlife and beyond. Younger athletes and even our peers see us thriving and realize it's possible for them too. We're not just role models because we're still competing or training. We're role models because we show up consistently. We push past challenges and we keep going even when life gets busy. That resilience is contagious. Don't you want some? Come and get it. I got you. This point reminds me of a conversation I was having with a table full of people in the dining hall in Craftsbury Sculling Center in Vermont last summer. I was coaching. I was there for about 3.5 weeks, and I was there for 5 different summer camp sessions. So I was there for 2 5-day camps, 2 4-day camps, or 3 4-day camps. No, I'm sorry. 2 5-day camps, 1 4-day camp, and 2 3-day camps. The reason why that's important is because I started off coaching for the 3-day camp, and then I did a 4-day camp. And the young lady that was sitting next to me at the table was an intern during those camps. So she saw me coaching and leading and doing my thing. And so when we were at the table talking, at that point, she and I were now both interns. So I coached 2 sessions, and then I was an intern for 2 sessions, and then I coached the other 3 sessions. Whatever it was 5 sessions, okay? Our main responsibility as interns was to help the campers carry their boats from the racks to the water during their rowing sessions, their practices. And they had 2 to 3 sessions a day. 1 was optional. But she saw me running up and down the hill, helping people carry their boats. And we had to put the radios on the charger and doing all of this different stuff. And so she's working with me, alongside with me. And so when we're sitting at the table having a meal, somehow age came up. And so one of the other coaches was talking about an experience she had, and she started saying, she was 30 something. And in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, she's like, younger than my daughter, my son. Okay, whatever. And so somebody else went and started talking, and they said that they were in their 30s. I'm like, okay, pretty young, And so then it comes to me, and I said, I'm 50. And then I, continued to talk. And so the young lady that was sitting next to me, looks at me with shock and surprise. And she was like, Coach Flo, you're the same age as my mother. And I just fell out laughing. I thought it was so funny. Like, I laughed for a really long time. And so the reason why that's so important is because I'm doing the same work that she was doing. You know, we're running up and down the hill, carrying boats and doing everything that it took to be an intern. And so that is a way that I was being a role model and an example for her. And maybe that gave her a different perspective of what 50 actually looks like. So that brings me to point number 2: wisdom, experience, and leadership. By the time you're 40 or older, you've gone through decades of wins, losses, and lessons. That experience makes us natural leaders on the field, in the gym, and in life. Younger athletes benefit from our perspective, our patience, and our ability to see the bigger picture. And leadership doesn't always mean being the loudest voice. Sometimes it's about being the calm presence, the steady teammate, or the mentor who shows another woman that she can do it too. And it's not just younger women. We are also example to older women. This February, I was in Seattle, Washington for the Women's Rowing Conference on the campus of the University of Washington. And while I was there, I had the opportunity to participate in the George Pocock Foundation's 26th Lu Ergata to raise funds for their summer rowing camp for girls. Now, that weekend, I stayed with my older cousin that lives right outside of Seattle, and my best friend came up from Los Angeles. And so I told them that I would be competing in this indoor rowing competition. And I encouraged them to basically sign up or give a donation. And so when my older cousin told me that she had signed up, I thought that she just meant she gave a donation. So when the day came for us to go to the facility where we're having this indoor rowing competition, my cousin told me that she was going to actually row. And I was like, really? And she was like, yeah. So I'm thinking, oh, okay. I thought you just gave a donation. She's like, no, well, if you can do it, I can do it too. So that's just an example that we are role models, not just for younger generation or younger athletes, but also for older women. Now let's talk about health, because women athletes over 40 are more than leaders. We're disruptors. Point number 3, we are health disruptors. At a time when preventable diseases and stress and burnout are on the rise, women 40 and over in sport and wellness are flipping the script. We're proving that it's never too late to reclaim your health, build strength, and choose vitality. When we train, when we row, when we lift, we're showing our families, our communities, and even our doctors that health is not just about treating illness. It's about preventing it, disrupting patterns, and creating new possibilities. When women are healthy, our families are healthy, our communities are healthy, and our world becomes healthier because we are the caretakers. If you're listening right now and you're thinking, okay, Flo, I know I need to get moving, but I don't even know where to start, this is for you. I created a 21-day Get Active, Stay Active challenge just for women like you. It's simple, it's doable, and it's designed to help you build confidence, strength, and momentum without feeling overwhelmed. Every day, you'll get clear guidance and small, powerful steps that add up to big results. And by the end of those 21 days, you'll know, not only feel stronger, you'll know exactly how to keep going. So if you're ready to take that step, join me. Click the link in the description to join the wait list. Your future self will thank you for it. Now let's get back to the episode. And that leads directly into the 4th reason: community. Point number 4, community. We are community builders. The Get Active, Stay Active 21-day challenge is also for women who may already be active, but you may need some direction or want some accountability. I got you. Join the challenge. Women athletes over 40 know the power of community. We don't just train for ourselves, we create spaces for others. Whether it's coaching a team, mentoring a younger athlete, or starting a wellness group or a fitness group, we naturally become community builders. And that ripple effect means our influence doesn't stop with us. It reaches our daughters, our nieces, our coworkers, and our teammates. Every time we show up, we are building a stronger, healthier community and world around us. I love that when one woman steps into her power, it naturally lifts everyone around her up. That's the ripple effect of community. And that leads us into the final point, how we are rewriting the story when it comes to ageism and sexism. Point number 5, countering ageism and sexism. The world often tries to sideline women after 40, whether it's in sports, in wellness, or in corporate spaces. But every time we step into our strength, whether it's in competition, in the gym, or even in a daily workout, we are sending a powerful message. Our prime doesn't end at 39. We're rewriting the story. We're showing that performance, growth, and leadership evolve with us. And that visibility matters, especially for the young women who are watching and learning what's possible. So, those are the 5 reasons why women athletes over 40 are exactly what the world needs right now. And here's the thing, none of this works without consistency. Flow state doesn't just happen. It comes from showing up, training both your mind and your body, and learning to love the process, not just the results. That's what I want this podcast to model for you. I'm showing up every Thursday and dropping an episode by 5 p.m., building this conversation week by week, and preparing and bringing you powerful interviews with women athletes who live this truth every day. And just like training, the more consistent we are, the more momentum we build. So thank you for spending time with me for today's episode. I'm really excited because I'll be bringing on my first guest soon. She's a woman athlete over 40 who embodies everything we've been talking about. She's strong, inspiring, and living proof of what it means to elevate your flow. So stay tuned because these conversations are going to take us even deeper. If you have a woman athlete over 40 who inspires you, drop her name in the comments or send me a DM. I'd love to reach out. If you've enjoyed today's episode, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a single episode. Share this with a friend, a teammate, a sister, another coach, another woman who you think needs to hear it. Until next time, this is Coach Flo signing off. Remember to find your zone and elevate your flow. Peace.